Fade in.
Greetings, everybody! So we started a little early this morning. Couldn't help myself. Needed to. How are we feeling today? Well, it's a terrific Tuesday. It is, truly a toxic Tuesday for some of you who watched Nick, 32 Flavors of Nick Weiser, and tonight, well, they're a step away from the John Wick franchise for a moment, just a moment, and I imagine they'll be back there soon. Let's see what else is happening. We've got, well, of course, Mr. H-Cast, the H-Cast, coming up later today. I have a fly in my studio. I don't know how that happened. And I got all of you here. So I said, you know what? We got bonus time today because it's a Tuesday. So we'll start just a couple minutes early. That way I can say hi to all of you early on in the stream and be annoyed by a fly. This is going to be super fun today. Wow. How annoying. Well, it is what it is. Can't do anything about it now. We've got the Red Ranger here saying, which state has the most streets? Rhode Island. Also, massive prayers to the families affected in Nashville incident yesterday. Want to make sure you aren't hit by YT culture. Well, thank you. Indeed. There's a lot to it. I want to say thank you to Captain Fandom Nerd for contributing to the membership here on the stream. I now have to update the members. We are going to try to do a member stream on Thursday. That should happen after bonus time, I think. So, yeah. So thank you for that, Red Ranger. I agree. We do have Captain Fandom Nerd here saying hello to you. We've got Y Destroyer 3466V. Culture, the Sao Paulo was the replacement. Oh, I didn't know that. Defiant class. I did not know that in DS9. All right. They need to do the Romulan War. That would be amazing, right? But we'll see. Yeah, I couldn't talk about some things that I was told early before you guys found out yesterday about Trek. And after Midnight's Edge broke the news, there was nothing left to say. Andre did a wonderful job there. So did Tom. We've got a lot of background on what's has happened, not happening, and what may happen. That'll come out in the near future, I would imagine. So just keep your ears peeled. Midnight's Edge. Good choice. Morgan King, how's it going, my friend? Great to see you. We've got Spider Unlimited. What's going on? There's Josiah Robinson. Greetings. Yeah, you got Jay, Dan, Ryan, Jeremy. Yeah, well, pick me next time, Josiah. Just kidding. The Bat Cap is here. Great to see you. I think I said hello to Liger Fan already. If not, hi, Liger Fan. We've got Yek Nomino saying, hail, folks. A six-weave salute indeed. Well, thank you for that. Who else is here? Well, of course, we've got the amazing mod himself, Eric K. What's going on, Eric? Hope you're doing well, bud. The Union of Amateur Strategists is here saying, greetings, all culturites. Indeed. Vince Womack, what is up, my man? Let's see. TPC is here. That would be Theme Park Casual. We've got Jeff Pearson over on Rumble. Great to see you. And Jag 3223. Good morning. Finally a chance to tune in live. Well, thank you for being here. And I appreciate you watching on Rumble. If you can watch both places at the same time, or all three, as we are live over on Twitter as well. Great to see you all. Thank you for that. Let's see who else rolled in the door. I like starting early. Well, there's Low Spec Linux Laptop. Izaj Melody is here. Great to see you, my friend. Massive contributions this week from Tender Warrior 68, making all names green. I appreciate that as much as I love the avatar as well. So greetings and happy Tuesday, Culturites, indeed. Matt G. What's up, Matt G? We got Gwagnar here. Great to see you, my friend. Troy Pacelli is here. Great to see you, bud. Hope to see you for the member stream. I hope to see everybody for the member stream. That'll be fun. Keck44 is here, as is Sol Leibowitz. Great to see you, my friend. Randall Orser is here. What's up, Randall? Hank VP joins us this morning. We've got a few others before we've got to go. There's David Glenn. What's up, bud? Good to see you, man. Commander Ed Straker of Shadow. Gunner. Dragon Master 360. Release the McCracken. What's going on, Robbie? Vistra is here. Great to see you. And Fat Elvis. See, now we can officially start because the thumb has been smashed. You should smash the thumb too. Again, hit that like button. It really does help. A tipping barn is here saying, hello. Indeed. I didn't see Katsith. Did anybody see Katsith yet? Who else rolled through? Hey, Copper Indio is here. That's going on, my friend. Great to see you. And as the Union of Amateur Strategists says, bonus time. That's right. The lovely Lady Mist is here. Greetings, dear. Welcome. Good to see you. John Sapola. Great to see you, my friend, and your puppers. Of course, we got O.C. Dobbins here and Douchey McDouche. Tom Servo. What's up? Helinski, indeed. Magitech Mags, the lovely. The late night, apparently. I guess there was a 2 a.m. Call after the Sunday late night culture show. You guys were up late. Rod Thunderheart, Radio Man 10717. 1017. There we go. Great to see you, my friend. And let's see. Oh, Ram Bam is here. What up? We gotta go. We'll talk more in a minute, guys. I promise. Let's do 6 minutes of news. Let's swell our ranks, folks. And thank you for those watching on Rumble. I see the Union of Amateur Strategists is there as well. Did you know Rumble has a somewhat decent version of itself over on Roku? And I imagine in other places as well. So there you go. Shrap! O.C. Dobbins! All right, guys. 6 minutes of news starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out the 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, not a lot of time to do it in. And we have some news that I think is dumb. Cover some dumb stuff from time to time. We're going to start with the dumb. And not because of the person. It's not Questlove's fault that he's getting an opportunity to direct a live-action Aristocats. It's dumb that Disney wants to make a live-action Aristocats. I don't know how you do that. You can't make, you're just going to animate cats. It's not really live action. It's just a different version of animation. I think we need to call it for what it is. And they're remaking it for the reasons that you think they're remaking it. And I'm not sure for how long this has been pondered. I think I first heard about this possibility going back 4 or 5 years now, maybe 2018, 2019, somewhere in there. Hard to say. I'm sure Questlove is up to the task after a recent documentary film. I just don't know that this was a good idea. But moving on, Tanya Giles is exiting as Chief Programming Officer at Paramount Plus just a little over a year and a half after she was given this position in a restructure. When they say the word exits, folks, that usually is another word for fired. Keanu Reeves was stripped. No, not really. He just only said 380 words in the entire script or the entire film over the course of 3 hours. I don't think that's a problem. You don't have to say a lot and to do a lot and to make your presence known on screen. Let's be fair. And Paramount is now named a new investor relations person over there. I'm not sure why these two news stories got mixed up. That's supposed to go after the other one. Anyway, my bad. But so they're bringing another woman in to handle that and look for all that sweet, sweet ESG money, because that's going to be her job. Back to the John Wick story. John Wick 5 is back on the table. That's right. No matter how long they wanted to take a hiatus for, which they were talking about, this movie just made too much money and there's too much hype going around. So you will see this film at some point. There's no guarantee, but I'm telling you right now, Joe Drake wants more John Wick. Matt Damon says Christopher Nolan's Oppenheimer film is 3 hours long, so buckle in, folks. It's going to be quite the lengthy ride. We've got Elon Musk saying that paid Twitter Blue subscribers will be able to vote in polls and be featured in For You. In other words, it's going to be a subscription service, just like everybody said it would be. And all of the celebs are whining, oh, we need to save the $8 a month. We can't afford that. We can't afford $96 a year or whatever it turns out to be, right? It's insane. It's insane. Wow. Disney layoffs hit TV production and acquisition departments. In fact, it took out two TV production teams, and it took the acquisitions team out entirely. It also took out their Meta offering as well. And if you wanted more on that story, check out that Park Place in WDW Pro. I imagine that will be there. Liv Tyler is returning to the MCU. She will definitely be an important part of the MCU. She is replaying her role of scientist Betty Ross. So, yippee. You have federal officials saying that the SVB bank collapse was basically because of the management. Exactly what we have all been saying for a while with woke stuff, with the garbage that they were feeding into and feeding all of their clients. Lots of wasted money there and very poor risk management by people who have no business trying to assess risk. Adani's woes are kind of important here, and this story is framed by the AP in a strange way. Adani is actually being called out on rumored fraud, amongst other things, as probably the largest solar manufacturer in this region. And yet they didn't even bid on the expansion of quote unquote clean energy in this area, in India specifically. That's a real issue. Moving on from that, we have Chipotle agreeing to just pay out employees for a branch that they essentially closed. Regardless of whether or not it was because they went union or not. It's just easier to get rid of that situation and never hire people like that again. It's pretty easy to figure out who they are now, too. California lawmakers okay potential fines for high gas prices. Well, they already greenlit this as a plan, but now they're moving forward on it very strongly. So if you're Chevron or if you're, any of the bigger gas companies, Valero or whatever, California doesn't want you to sell gas anymore. We'll have to see how this works out. I don't think it'll work out well. Lots of things aren't working out well in blue states. Lyft to pick up new CEO amid deepening post-pandemic losses. That's right. They are not ramping back up like Uber did. So they brought in some people from Amazon. Not sure that's a successful strategy. We'll see. Bankman-Fried is being charged with giving a $40 million bribe to China. That's not good. And finally, and I didn't get it on the screen for very long, a zebra ran free for quite some time in Seoul, Korea. It escaped from its zoo. Why am I finding all of these stories where the animals escape? By the way, you can see footage of this on social media or in the AP story itself. And with that, be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's good hygiene. And until just a few minutes from now with bonus time, subscriber time.
Thanks for visiting today.
I don't know. That was
sure
a terrible
you're
transition.
Subscribed and hit that.
I should be punished
for alerts.
Yay!
Cocaine seekers. There you
Of course, like and
good to see you, Zach.
share all of the videos that you can, as it helps with the algorithm. Have a great day.
Graham, we have bonus time. After the credits here, by the way. Speaking of which, I have 15 names to add to the credits now. Yeah. There are over 300 members. You guys are amazing. Can't wait to see as many of you as possible. Like I said, we're shooting for Thursday. And I'm going to try to do a high roller stream on either Saturday or Sunday. So stay tuned for that. May even do an exclusive Rumble live stream on Sunday morning like I did this last week. But anyway, we have some truly amazing and great human beings that are part of my channel membership. And I am very, very thankful. Thank you for that. You are making it easier for me to walk away from a real job. I consider that a privilege, and I thank you sweetly. Okay, ready? Bonus time. All right, here we are. Let's I don't know what you guys want to talk about. I went through a bunch of stories there. Most of them don't get well beyond the headline. There doesn't need to be a lot more nuance provided to them. I do see the Disney thing as quite a problem. I'm now convinced more than ever that the number that I heard originally, which was 7,000, then that was confirmed at a town hall with Iger or a Q&A session, and then again in an investor conference. And then again, obviously, in the last couple of days by the mainstream media. I am convinced more than ever that that's just a starting point. I think they're going to lose somewhere between 10 and 12,000 people overall. We already started to see people being let go out of HR and DIE positions, DIE positions, and I think that they're gonna shed even more staff. I think that the fact that they shut down their version of the metaverse, that's very telling. If you want the full story there, or at least get some insight, like I said, that Park Place, which is WDW Pro's news outlet, they covered that this morning. I imagine you'll see a video, if it's not already up, later in the day talking about that in depth with some really brilliant minds. Probably Jonas will be involved in that, maybe Valiant, a couple others. I've got people in the chats here. I just want to acknowledge. Thank you for that. Let's see. Copper Indio, good to see you, man. Grim's like, I'm staying. Good. In the circle of life, the cocaine lions eat the cocaine zebras. That's right, Yick Nomino. You guys are incredible. Mr. White is here saying, thank you. That's right. See ya in a minute. Well, yeah, there you go. Let's see. I prefer Rumble audio is better. You know what? They do a much better job with translating audio. That's true. Ironcaster sent me a member chat. Thank you for that, Ironcaster, saying thoughts on the new Zelda footage. It's amazing. I cannot wait for this game, guys. I'm gonna play it. I gotta play some more Hogwarts Legacy on the gaming channel, but maybe I'll do that on Saturday. But I also need to focus on finishing the project that's behind me. You can't see it. Behind the green screen is a giant picture window. And behind that is a massive greenhouse area that has been attached to the outside of the house. And I want to show that off when it's finished. So I have to finish it. But leave that as it is. I will say that I am very much looking forward to the new Zelda game. So thank you for that, Ironcaster. Let's see. Yeah, the new Zelda footage is crazy, man. Crazy. April 1st at the SCOTUS should be interesting. Delu is talking about a fight back kind of initiative by an individual community that is always claiming to be persecuted with no real evidence to the contrary yesterday. And I can't get into any of that. And again, I'm not trivializing anybody's individual suffering, but as a whole, a lot of it's baloney sausage. But I think the problem with the April 1 thing is that if coaxed to violence, I think that will be a problem. And then is that an insurrection? Anyway, I'm not going to dive too deeply into that one, but thank you for bringing that up, Dalu. Any personal thoughts on the future of Trek? There's room there for it to be good. There's room there for it to be worse. The question is, who's in charge of it? To me, the bigger story here is that Kurtzman got a renewal that he did not deserve. The guy is a terrible, terrible person, using it as a platform to push political ideology. To reinforce all this socialist and communist and neo-fascistic, neo-Marxist messaging. It's a problem. So right now, apathetic is my response. For what Terry Trek is, which is, welcome refreshment. I'm getting a strange call from North Carolina. Anyway, I don't see it being sustained. Troy, I don't. Hey, Thunderduck, what's going on? Regarding Daredevil, it should be a soft reboot within Matt having defeated Fisk, focusing on lawyer stuff, but then it has to take on Fisk again, and he has to reinvent himself to beat him. Yeah, I think it's going to be I think it's I think it's going to be a disaster because it's Disney. We'll see. Already it's been compromised. Daredevil Matt has already been compromised. So it is what it is. Ram Bam 3,000, 10,000 or 12,000. That's over 9,000. That's right. Over 9,000. Yeah, I wish I had that. Eric K says for $1.99 super chat boner time. That's right. Yep. And for that, you get this. There you go. Thanks for the super chat. Appreciate that a lot. Oh, look at these amazing humans. That's impossible. That's right. You guys are great. Love it. Larry, a name so nice. Say it twice. Larry. Hey, what's going on? Gojira Star. What's up, buddy? Culture. I love John Wick 4. I thought it was great too, but hey, despite being in the majority, we're still going to have to fight the power, like Bramable. Darius Munchausen sends a super sticker. We'll get there in just a moment. Yeah, that's what it's being called, the Day of Vengeance on April 1st at the Supreme Court of the United States. Yeah, we still love old Trek. That's right, Mike Linux. I don't watch the new stuff and won't. Good for you. You can't watch live on Odysee. It's janky. Rumble's been smooth. Rumble's had massive improvements, right? And if you've noticed, I had enough trouble with Odysee that I haven't been streaming there the last few days live because it's locked into one thumbnail. It's locked into the same stream. It's not good. So I don't like the idea, and you still have to jump through some hoops for Rumble. It's the only complaint that I have to always reset the stream and the stream key for every single episode. That's really not convenient. And they've worked really well with YouTube on the back end, allowing the auto syndication in both directions. But why they can't implement the same strategy when it comes to setting up lives and stuff like that is kind of annoying. And maybe it's not them. Maybe it's StreamYard's fault because that's who I use as a default. Could be. Don't know. But it seems like it's on one side of the equation. Yeah, Kurtzman is the head of Secret Hideout. That should tell you all. And it does, which is why I really don't feel strongly about it. Killybite says, hi, and Doomcock was right. Yeah, but here's the thing. I mean, in this, like I said, there are a few people who kind of saw the writing on the wall ahead of time, Midnight's Edge being one of them. But we ended up with more Kurtzman, and that's bad. It's very, very bad. There's the super sticker from Darius Munchausen, $4 super sticker, which is a cup of coffee, which I have right here. I need a refill, but yeah. Anyway, hi to the 70 of you who've joined us here on YouTube, and to those of you over on Rumble. I appreciate you watching the show live. There is reason to use Rumble. I watched it, saw it for myself, from my friends being silenced, which I find kind of frustrating. And last night we had an amazing show on Comics Division that was solely on Odysee and Rumble. So there you are. Thank you for that. Appreciate it. Captain Fandom Trek, Fandom Nerd, excuse me. That used to be. Says Trek needs to die. A lot of people think that. Yeah, it's not classic Trek, Lex. It's 100% true. It's very true. Yeah, and you know what, Gajira Star, you are 100% right. Star Trek is dead with Kurtzman around. Yeah, and look, you're seeing a shuffle at Paramount. You watch the people that come and go. Paramount's tried to turn the corner. They've really tried to reinvest in some good stuff, but keeping Kurtzman around is not one of those things. So, yeah, I think tomorrow night's show with Doomcock is going to be quite intriguing. I think there will be quite the monologue. Yeah. Now, low spec is, I'm actually watching a Rumble right now. That's awesome. Thank you for that. Yeah, there was a Nigerian prince calling me from North Carolina. Very strange. Let's see. wanted to talk about the extended warranty. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of extended warranty calls lately. Channel Starface, what's going on? The new Daredevil is DOA 100%, my friend. Awesome picture there. Little billiard player. That's fantastic. Christopher Dominguez, great to see you. How can he slap? I don't know. Larry gives a thumbs up. Speaking of giving a thumbs up, hit that thumbs up over on Rumble. Hit that thumbs up on YouTube. Hit that thumbs up on Twitter. Hi. And I would appreciate it. Magic Tex Mags drops a $2 super chat saying, Disney saying, I love you 3,000. Oh, wait. No, they love you minus 3,000, at least to their employees right now. And that's no bueno. And for that, you get Jennifer, not spilling a drop, stepping over the seats. Thank you. Indeed. I need to put audio behind that, but for fun. Those are fun. I have some for bigger super chats too. It's a good time. But I want to say thank you. And Darius Munchausen said a member chat. What did he say? He said, TCOB and working overtime. There you go. Let's see. But yeah, I love you 3,000. What a great line that they've now made funny. Breaking news, says Mexican Iron Man. New culture show, Culture in the Wild, where Culture Casino live stream while in hand-to-hand combat with alligators and wild tigers. Sounds awesome. I think like this would be a great follow-up to RRR, right? I could be an RRR, couldn't I? Just have to learn to speak Telugu. Right? Be a lot of fun. Copper Indio. I hate to say it, but that is a disadvantage of embracing a decent product with Wokosos. I love that word, by the way. Wokosos at the helm. It's job security for them. Yeah, that's the only problem. Thunder Duck has joined us over on Rumble. Thanks, my friend. Great to see you. I have gained followers. Last night was amazing. David Glenn says, Mikey. Hey, there's Steliato. Good to see you. I think you're right. I think Kurtzman did use Metalis to renew his power. Yeah. Andre Enrico is here. What's going on, Andre? Look at the lovely Lady Mist. It's so great to see you. I've been missing you. I had to figure out a way to hang out over at Wes's again. Just way too busy. I know he's busy too. All the non-Kurtzman Trek is on Netflix. I did not know that, but thank you, Sander Hammerschlag. Another $2 from our good friend Darius Munchausen. Thank you, my friend. Says, conjunction of the spheres tonight. Really? We've had a lot of really strange anniversaries recently, right? And I believe the conjunction of the spheres also happened at the same time that the comet came by, and we ended up with the Heaven's Gate mist that I think was either yesterday or the day before. You guys remember that? Wow. Talk about drinking the Kool-Aid. Literally. But thank you for the super chat. Let's see. I already played that one. You're gonna get a longer one. This is 20 seconds long.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
I want to say thank you for Floral from Under a Rock and all of the zaniness that comes out of that channel. If you're not subscribed to Floral, you should be. Floral made those for me. What a great human being. Yeah. We got another one of those, like I said, for slightly larger supers. But that was fun, so thank you. Let's see, what else is out there? Back to the chat, folks. The creative landscape must be bare if Paramount thought Alex Kurtzman was their best choice. Look, maybe they're buying into him for his show running. It certainly isn't for his creativity or anything else. And our good friend, David Glenn, has become a member. Thank you, David Glenn. I appreciate that so very much. Pinochet's helicopter tours. What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? For $2 says, how has no one broken StreamYard's monopoly's grip? Well, okay, I've tried everything. I've tried them all at this point, including Melon. Melon is probably one of the best ways to go about not using StreamYards, but the problem is Melon seizes all your stuff and it doesn't let it go easily. So like your camera, your mic, other peripherals get grabbed up by Melon, which is great until it doesn't let go. And you end up on somebody else's stream who only uses StreamYard, and then you are struggling to get things to work. Now, here's another problem. Google itself, if you use the Meet feature, let's say you have a Google Suite or something similar, same problem with that. It seizes your gear and it doesn't let it go easily, and then it screws it all up. So you have people like Tom gets frustrated, me gets frustrated when they can't easily switch back and forth. The only other way you could go would be to figure out how to like bring Zoom into the equation, but Zoom has its own problems, especially with video and audio sync. I mean, if you've ever been in a Zoom meeting, not to mention it all filters through China, another huge problem. So, yeah, there you are. Morgan King has joined us over on Rumble. Thank you for that. Good to see you. Yeah, I could go straight up OBS and Jitsi. That's true, Jeff Pearson. But it's a lot of hoops to jump through, and I have OBS connected to other things that I don't want to accidentally go live with. So this is just a myriad of problems, but that's a good question. That's the best answer I have for right now. A lot of people enjoyed Shazam Thunderduck. I just think that it was never going to be a success after they decided to reboot and tell everybody nothing mattered anymore with DC. I think that was part of the problem. The story was a little lacking in my opinion, but it was better than the first movie. So, yeah. We've got Magitech Max for $5 super chat saying, hope to start streaming using Rumble more soon. Their app and site have vastly improved. They have. Gaming categories looking good. It is. I may actually decide to just close the gaming channel on YouTube since it's not very big anyway. And do it on Rumble. Because you can create multiple channels under your persona. I might as well create a gaming channel, a DIY channel there, right? Yeah. Yeah. So thank you for that, and you get. Oh, we're going to play this one anyway.
I see you have money. Want to take me on a date?
And there you go. That's the slightly longer one. You're a gold mine. It seems a little strong, but it's a good one. And I love those puppets to death. I will say this. Commander Ed Strake of Shadow says, if Turdsman's new deal, by the way, that was brilliant. If Turdsman's new deal is a royalty-only deal, and he's not involved in production, then maybe hope. Otherwise, more cockatrek. Yes, you are going to get more cockatrek. Cockatrek. That's right. 81 of you here live now on the YouTube side, and many of you on Twitter. Hi. I actually get views on Twitter. I don't know how, because I can't find it. And then, of course, we have Rumble, which is a growing concern. I appreciate the support over there. If you're not watching also on Rumble, consider doing so. It will actually bring this into the right location. So, and I may have mislabeled the stream today. I don't know. But I think I went entertainment trending is what should be right. The 6,000 minute daily. That's right. I am not the same name on Rumble. Wish I can change it. Not sure how. I have no clue. Rumble, I am just figuring out. And I've been there for a long time. I've got like over 2,700 or something likes or whatever. And I've got, my entire catalog of videos, even stuff that I got removed from YouTube is over there. So it is what it is. Seeing articles that Feige is mad and Alonso is suing. Alonso's suing, but it ain't going to go very far. If they actually have her for cause in her contract violation, this is a money grab on her part. That's it. Look at that. Look at that. Sci-fi for me TV, everyone. I missed your $2 super chat. All right. Let's see. $5 super chat. What was your $2 one? Magitech Mags. I'm sure I said something. I'm really good with the super chats, guys. I saw that Pickles was here. What's up, LDG? Great to see you, bud. Where's it at? Love is what I got. He said, remember that. I've now scrolled all the way to the top. Let's check out all the way to the bottom. Scrolling. Mags is making me search. Oh, you guys are amazing. Matt G's been a promotion machine lately. It's amazing. Busy. I'm still scrolling. I saw Zach's in the chat too. What's up, Zach? Look at all these amazing human beings. I am so glad. So glad you were all here. See, I got Eric K, who said bonus time. That was $1.99. The super sticker from Darius Munchausen. Magitech Mag says, I read this. I love you 3,000. No, I fire you 3,000. More like 7,000. Going to be like 12,000. That was the one you're talking about, I think. I don't know. But anyway, I'll leave it up there for a second in case you missed it. Then I did the alignment of the spheres, then Monopoly Grip of StreamYard, then your thing, then David Glenn became a member. Look at all these amazing people. Hey, Aaron Ratliff's here. What's up? Good to see you. Has Paramount CBS made an official announcement about Star Trek? Well, they re-upped Kurtzman. News broke yesterday. Show could be called CCC. Well, there you go, Grifton with a grimace. All right, who else is out there? Bud Badsner is here. What's going on? Badensner? There we go. I'll get that right at some point. I promise. The Time Prophetess. Picard is not a decent product. I agree with you. They kicked us in the huevos for 2 seasons and expect us to come back. No way. I'm only watching it because I was requested to by 2 different shows that I participate in. Otherwise, I wouldn't have watched it at all. I have to give credit where it's due. Terry did a great job of trying to bring everything back. And again, the slow trot out of the old TNG members is what it is. In the old other Star Trek series. But to what end? Let's see. We don't know. We'll see. Sci-Fi from ETV says, I still don't have enough people watching on Odyssey and Rumble. Well, it takes a while to build. Let's keep building it up together. How about that, Jason? We've got Troy Pacelli here for $2 saying, just felt like dropping a tip. Thanks. Well, I appreciate it, and I will give you a Jennifer super chat. Thanks. That takes mad skill. Look at her go in a designer dress. The Oscars. Thank you. Thank you indeed. I need more. We'll get some more. CC, have you thought about uploading to BitChute? I have. That's a lot of. You guys don't understand. There's so many steps to just getting one thing out there. It's nuts. Oberhelm Knob 33. That's cool. Oh, wow. Nice hair. Oh, yeah, I remember Heaven's Gate. Best cult I ever forgot to show up to. That is a great line. Well done. But welcome to the show, my friend. Oh, you guys are great. Let's see. Live action Ratatouille. No, thank you. Look, the Aristocats thing is going to be weird if it actually gets done. We'll see. Wow, I'm way behind in the chat. I struggle with Melanapatu. Anything else? There was a joke there. I'm going to be more gentlemanly than to say it. Davinia Duckworth. Can Discord be used for video? It can, and it is all the time. In fact, a lot of game streaming early on that I did with others was done via Discord and then broadcast out. So, yeah, Discord is great for having guests with OBS. It's true. Yeah, you can kind of have your own version of StreamYard through Discord. It's just, again, many hoops to jump through. Started in the 70s. Deleted in 1997. Heaven's Gate. There you go. Rumble live streams do wonderfully well, Zach's, especially with a big, huge channel like yours. I'm jealous of Zach's. Okay, not really. Zach's is a friend, but it's cool. Let's see. Paul, what's going on? Paul Corcoran says Star Trek. Yes. Yes. It's a shame. I really do like what Terry was doing. I think Terry could have made great Trek. If Terry gets his own Trek project, maybe I'll feel better. I'm way behind on the chat, Magitek Max. Grifton with Grimace for an Australian $2. Thank you, my friend. Says, having to send a super chat so culture will notice me. I noticed you. I'm just way behind in the chat. Now you're going to get this. There you go. So, notice me, senpai. I do. And I do listen to you, Max. Crazy lady. One of my favorite crazy ladies. Oh, let's see. We got a $5 super chat from my good friend Pinochet's Helicopter Tours, $5 saying, Mahler used Discord and OBS for years. I'm beginning to think it's down to solely highlighting chats on stream. Just can't understand why no alternative. I can't either. I really don't understand. I don't understand why I don't get everybody's chat. I don't know why I don't get Odysee chat. I mean, the only thing that seems to be resolved in that area is YouTube and Twitch. I don't know why StreamYard doesn't translate the chats from the other places. Especially if you're using RMTP, you should be able to convey all of that stuff. Doesn't make any sense. And with that, you get another clip. I got to get more clips now. You guys are making that quite evident.
Oh, man, that's some sweet cheddar. Guys, yeah.
Wow, we just got from Just the Tip 59 over on Rumble, a $10 Google free rant. There you go. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. Just the Tip, a supporter and a whale. That's the biggest tip so far of the day. Thank you, my friend. That's what those little icons mean. I love that. That's really cool. Did you know that starting just a day or so ago, you could actually like become a member-ish or something? It's like $5 a month on Rumble. I don't know how to turn that on. I don't know what I'm doing. Anyway, but I'm having fun doing it. You guys are amazing. So thank you for that monstrous thing. You get this.
I see you have money. Want to take me on a date?
Thank you very much. Just the Tip. Incredible. Appreciate it. National disgrace. Smoke more weed. That's right. The Federation were uniparty globalists. That's right. Yeah. Yeah. And obviously, the utopia didn't last all that long, right, Oberheim? Let's see. We got Captain Phantom Nerd for $2 saying Picard Season 3, a member berry fest, and nothing more. It feels that way. It truly does. It truly, truly does. Thank you for the super chat. You get some Jennifer. There you go.
Fade in.
Ooh, sorry. But thank you. Thank you. I am unfamiliar with this product. I will go look for it. Thank you, Morgan King. Nice suggestion. Canadian Spider-Man's here. What's up? Yeah, StreamYard's new custom layouts is a step in the right direction. I will have to play with it after I'm done with the stream and see if there's a way to integrate chat, because I'd love to pull Rumble chat and the other chat right in here. And I can do it through OBS, but then you have to set that up every time. Like I said, they're just like, I need a producer. Am I seeing anything official? I just know it's happening. Reach out to Midnight's Edge. Yeah. And thank you once again, Just the Tip, for the massive $10 super chat. I appreciate it. You guys are helping to keep the lights on and keeping me relevant to places too, because Rumble does respond to interaction. So the more interaction there is over there, the better. JCVM214, that would be John Cipolla. Thanks for being here. And AKA Jim Watari. Good to see you, bud. I appreciate all you guys. You have no idea. No idea. We got Mexican Iron Man for $4.99 saying breaking new show. Culture Tactical. Culture live streams how to take out zombies with a pencil. He took out 6 guys with a pencil. So great. Man, that the first movie was so good, right? Oh, by the way, this is for you, Mikey.
I see you have money. Want to take me on a date?
Wow, you guys really reacted negatively to the KK. Look at you guys. Double backhands like evil be God. That's right. There you go, Daniel Hall. The Federation got invaded with the Klutzman virus. That's true. Gosh, by the way, did you know that is actually a better tag if you're saying in YouTube is to say Klutzman rather than Kurtzman? I have to credit Wes with that discovery. That guy's smart. He's so fun. I miss him. I gotta call him. Let's see. Darius Munchausen sends a $2 super chat saying Pepperidge Farms remembers RMTP for Flash. There you go. And you get
Oh, man. That's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
Thanks for the super chat, Jarius. David Glenn says, my ex-wife. Oh, boy. Oh, wow. All right. Evil personified, I guess. Oh, David Glenn. Script Doctor, what is up, brother? Good to see you. Says, this should be the 6+ minute daily. That's right. Loving it so far. Why I love you being here, brother. I love hanging out with you. I know you've been super busy. He's been busy. He's doing stuff, secret stuff. Don't tell anybody. Actually, he'll tell you all. He's got a really cool Patreon. If you really want to know what's going on in the minds of Script Doctor and his thoughts on different matters, I would check out his Patreon. It's well worthwhile. He's got a lot of very significant perks, so do check that out. Thanks for being here, Script. Good to see you, buddy. Yeah. Let's see. Cheddar. That's right. Let's see who else is here. Time moves differently in the CC verse. That's right. Well, 6 minutes is 6 minutes. The audio is much better on Rumble. I will say that. A lot of people know that. You should follow Sci-Fi for Me TV and everybody that you know that's on Rumble. This is going to be a struggle coming up. We've already seen the first signs of it. I don't think we're going to get away from it any time soon. Man, I turned off the Stream Elements bot like 1,000 years ago, and that thing just won't go away. I don't know how to fix that. I don't know. What else do you guys want to talk about? Getting back to the Disney conversation, which is where we were. I strongly suspect that it's gonna be closer to 12K. Like I said, they removed everything that was going to be their own metaverse platform stuff in support of what Facebook crazy guy was doing. They are stepping far away from television productions. They only have one team now, not 3. There's massive cuts coming, and it's not coming from the theme parks. And that's something that, I said a couple days ago, and then was reiterated elsewhere, including a pro said it, but they can't really afford to let theme park people go until after summer. But the bloodbath is happening. It's going to be rough. You got somewhere around 4,000, 3,000 people somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 people, depending upon who you believe, just going before this meeting next week. April 3rd for the Disney annual shareholders meeting. Tune in to anybody that's covering that. I might even cover that. We'll see. But it's a good conversation to have. So let's see what's going on over here. Yeah, Weatherman Bob is forecasting pain. That's right. Can't do the Mr. T voice like Tom can, but I try. Talk about culture and culture bar starting a family talk show. We actually there. What's really funny is you say that and probably in jest or suggestion, but we've actually been considering it, talking about that, but not alone. Bringing in some other people, maybe doing it on a different channel with somebody else. The idea is there. We've been talking about it in the background for months, so there's an idea to talk about it and to talk about people not giving up too early on relationships that they've invested in and things like that. How to go about hitting the bumps along the way and doing better with navigating them. Yay! Six says hashtag fix. Thank goodness. Six's internet's been going ding 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 all over the place. I'm glad she's back. Good to see you, Six, and thanks for all you do. You really are a lifesaver on streams. Wonderful production. Appreciate it. Sonder Hammerslag is saying a bunch of wonderful male names. Chris Christopherson, awesome. John Hurt, awesome. Jeff Bridges, awesome. Brad Dorff, awesome. Well, okay. Christopher Walken, awesome. Joseph Cotton, okay. Mickey Rourke, kind of weird. Richard Masur, Sam Watterson, pretty cool voice. Willem Dafoe, there you go. Not sure what that is. Bit of an aside, when I heard about Alonzo's upbringing, I couldn't help but ask myself, it seemed like the original story of a Marvel villain. I will tell you, there's a deep well there that we're all trying to find resources to dig into. One of the problems with Argentina is its troubled history, especially during that particular period of time that she covers in the film. And it's really weird she's involved to the level that she was. You have other people from that region, like Pedro Pascal and others. They have some really weird political affiliations, family affiliations. I'm not going to go into any of that stuff now, but a lot of us have been searching for this. I think the person that'll probably crack it will probably be Pro. Pro is going to crack that. And I think if you're not subscribed to that Park Place, or at least you don't go and check the website regularly, or you don't check out WW Pro here on YouTube, I think you may miss out on that conversation. But yeah, origin story indeed. Let's say that. Scott Cook, what is up? I think that ChatGPT is a corrupted entity from the very beginning. The language model that it uses is incredibly woke. And woke is not even the beginning of the problems, but it's one of the many. Intersectional issues, it will lie rather than come to logical conclusions based on ideology. It's been trained with an ideology. It's not trained with just pure language. It's not trained, in pure thought. And that's a problem. This was always going to be the problem with AI when we got there. Is corrupted by the people who put it together. It's corrupt. ChatGPT is corrupt. ChatGPT-3 was corrupt. And I've been using it for a bit. I know it's corrupt. I've been testing it, playing with it. I think a lot of people have. Speaking of Kathleen Turner and other husky voices, indeed. Sci-fi from ETV. Jodie Foster, Demi Moore. I love it. There's Six saying hi to CSM and Mags. That would be Canadian Spider-Man for you guys out there. Let's see. Nearsighted Cyclops. How to properly toss a shoe by Culture Boss. That's right. Oh, you guys have seen that. Quite good at that. It's really good. Man, when we were living in our first place together, those shoes. Woof. Hello. Get rung up by one of those. Yikes. Let's see. Mexican Airman breaking. New show. Culture Couture. Culture live streams while wearing skinny jeans and fishnet nipple. No, I do not do that. Mikey. Guy. Let's see. Who else is there? Don't cry for me, Argentina. The truth is I never left you. All through my wild days, my mad existence, I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance. Is this show? Is it in this? Wait, is this a different dimension where 6 minutes is actually an hour? Yes. And for those 76 of you still in the chat after I was singing, thank you. At least here on YouTube. For those of you in Rumble, love you. Thank you. And hi, Twitter. So you guys are insane. Love you all. CC, have you ever noticed that the score in MCU movies is barely unique? With DC, it's quite different. I personally noticed that the scores from the D- MCU shows are much better and stands out weird. I've noticed that the person that runs that particular, like if we're referring to Rotten Tomatoes, had affiliations with Disney and other studios. So I wonder why, you know, and I wonder if there's money being exchanged. Actually, I don't wonder that at all. Not accusing anybody of anything. Just saying. Jeremy Clarkson toured on Grand Top here, and he said it was rather unsettling to see all the German stuff there. Wow, really? Up in Canada, huh? Jeremy Clarkson's awesome. CC's interpretation of 6 minutes is also how you get karate with infinite patience. That's right. That and really late at night when I texted Tom and didn't even proofread it. I don't think I had my glasses on when I texted Tom. The second part of that quote is, "You and I are rare people." You guys didn't know that, or some of you may have, but that's funny as hell. It really is. Cynthia Carter, great to see you. Yeah, well, connected revolutionaries. Yeah, well-connected revolutionaries and or sort of persons that hang onto such events. That's right, Cynthia Carter. Indeed. Man, we have to tiptoe around a lot of subjects now. Captain Trek. I can't change my name here. Well, I still appreciate you being here. Captain Fandom Nerd over in Rumble. For those of you that are not in Rumble, consider it. You want free speech, Rumble might be the only place you're going to see it. Culture GPT. There you go. Mike Linux says, I use Chat GPT for coding, but it's not trustworthy for other things. Yeah, but it's a really good way to circumvent a lot of that work process for sure. I think now with Chat GPT and other tools like that, I think coding is going to be rather much faster. I still don't understand the need for massive expansions of staffing for even AAA game titles. With AI, I will really be upset if we continue to see bloating in the game industry. I think you're going to see an independent studio kick out a 3A title with like 12 people. I think it could be done. The only thing you wouldn't have is distribution and marketing, which you could go through a studio to do for you. I'm serious about that. I think that that's the future. That's just me, though. What's going on? Capper India's laughing at us. Culture GPT. Yeah. I created a bot in Chat GPT, my own little serviceable thing called Edward R. Murrow. And I've refined him again. And after the latest update, I have to recreate him and refine him one more time. But you can actually circumnavigate a little bit of the woke. But it's hard. I think the term we used to use was jailbreak. I think people are still using it now, but yeah, it's ideologically driven, and I think there's going to have to be some governance around that now, rather than later. Let's see who else is there. Are you going all Les Miserables? No. I've often wanted to do duets with people. that I think have great voices on here. I just think I would be the bottom part of that totem pole. So what's up, Horny Alf? Dude, keep killing it, bro. Holy cow. Horny Alf is here, ladies and gentlemen. Dempsey, what's up? Been gone a while. How is everyone? I'm great. I hope you're doing well. DS Ford is here. What's up, buddy? Oh, wow. Good to see you guys. Crowder raid, indeed. Well, thank you for that. Great to see you. Jean Casino. There you go. Culture Casino from our good friend. The Time Prophet says an AI will never replace humans in game design. I think that's true, but I think that you can circumvent a lot of other things along the way. You really can. And I think you can work with an AI on coding for improved NPCs and all kinds of other stuff like that. I think there's a lot there. Six has an incredible voice, Grifton with Grimace. Not enough. I do not get to hear her sing often enough. Talented young lady. Let's see. I want to I'm going to put up a story from the not surprised pile. I'm for what it's worth. And for those of you who has contributed super chats, thank you very, very much. I do appreciate it. Let's take a look at the story I only covered for a few seconds during the main part of the 6 Minute Daily. This guy is a bad guy. Hey, John Puma, good to see you. Bankman-Fried charged with paying a $40 million bribe to China. They're just stacking charges now, and for good reason. This guy was a corrupt piece of garbage. He primarily aligned with the Uniparty folks, the candidates that were going to service this, globalist garbage. And he used his power and influence and his business to enrich himself and not anyone else, just completely corrupt. So he's been charged with directing $40 million in bribes to one or more Chinese officials to unfreeze assets relating to his cryptocurrency business in a newly written indictment unsealed Tuesday. Remember how they were trying to keep him away from electronic devices? This is why. The charge of conspiracy to violate the anti-bribery provisions of the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act raises to 13 the number of charges that Bankman-Fried faces after he was arrested in the Bahamas in December. Oh my God. He has pleaded not guilty to the charges that he cheated investors out of billions of dollars before his business collapsed. The alleged bribes stemmed from the operation of Alameda Research, which was affiliated with FTX, Bankman-Fried's global cryptocurrency exchange. Yeah, it's his ex-girlfriend weird relationship jam, right? The indictment said Chinese law enforcement authorities early in 2021 froze certain Alameda cryptocurrency trading accounts on two of the China's largest cryptocurrency exchanges. The accounts, it said, contained about 1 billion in cryptocurrency. Well, there's some assets for you. The bribe payment of cryptocurrency, then worth about $40 million, was moved from Alameda's main trading account to a private cryptocurrency wallet in November of 2021. Good gravy. So it wasn't from the current thing; it was from a past thing. Regardless, not a good look. Very, very bad. Very bad indeed. Monkey G business here. What's going on? Lock him up, no bail. I can't believe that he's out on bail, to be honest with you. And it's really interesting that it was revealed who the people were that helped get him released. It should tell you just how corrupt the system is. Got massive education. People of mass influence doing that. Just nuts. Let's see who else is in the chat. Both he and his girlfriend look weirdly underage. Yes, David, I agree with you, David Glenn. Yes. This is a really funny thing. So this goes back to Disney. Well, let's talk a little more Disney. This is right. Mike Linux says, not sure you can do anything in China without greasing some palms, to be fair. Grifting is a dangerous game in China, but just how many palms are you willing to grease? If you're going to take care of graft, right? That's what it is, graft. If you were going to accept any form, you have to be prepared to grease other people's palms in the government so that they don't report you and get you put in prison. It's very, very illegal there. I mean, more so than even here in the States. Apparently, you can get away with it here. It's fine. I mean, we're watching it every day, and just look at what these banking assholes did the last. And I cursed on my channel. Sorry, guys. In the last few months, but there are severe penalties, and Disney was accused of this along the way to get the Shanghai park built. There is some money that's been missing from that whole thing. It just kind of get swept under the carpet. I'm not kidding. There are stories out there about it. It's a gift to China. There you go. I have a feeling SBF has SBF has enough people that they don't know where that would come from, what direction that would come from to dodge it. Let me put that again. It was very confusing. I have a feeling he has enough on people that they don't know where he has it stored, that he could essentially ruin a lot of humans. So I think that's why he's allowed to walk around until his trial. But he's in big trouble. And a lot of people talk about things like this, Fat Elvis. There's things going on in the world that I would suggest are a way to manufacture and move things. We have Mr. DFP saying, "Culture, sorry if you've already mentioned this, but have you talked about Lotus eaters being demonetized? Every non-woke creator on YouTube must be thinking, am I next? YouTube doing a Disney." Well, it changed leadership. I mean, anything I say would be speculation. I mean, the problem is that the minute you start censoring things, you lose an argument, to a certain extent. I mean, unless it's, outlaw. If something's specifically outlawed, and there are some things that are outlawed, that are not considered speech. But I think the minute you start to censor because you don't agree with somebody, that's the beginning of the end. You've basically succumbed to a religious faith or an ideology, and you're acknowledging it. Is that you no longer are open to new ideas? So it's very frustrating. I know this much: Rumble's growing like a weed. Odyssee's been growing for a while. There are other alternatives out there, and people are headed towards them. And I say this while I'm live on YouTube and Rumble and Twitter simultaneously. So, is that an answer? Maybe, maybe not. And, Jeff Pearson says the right thing in the Rumble chat. I'm not going to repeat it. So if you want to participate, check that out on Rumble. Thunderduck says, my advice in regards to YouTube and censorship, everybody should focus more on Odysee and Rumble and or BitChute, meaning any alternatives. I think that they're really going to drive away a lot of people's interests. You imagine just having cat videos back on YouTube. That's it. And as amusing as those are, I'm going to keep you there forever. And nobody believes the mainstream anymore. So we can have news nobody watches and cat videos. Does SBF actually have any real money, or is this a he knows where bodies are buried thing? Both of those are true. He's probably got a few billion stashed places. I'm not kidding. They all do. well, you know what? We'll get into that, and maybe the exclusive video on Rumble, the exclusive live stream on Rumble. We can talk a little bit more about that stuff. Nothing's too big to fail, Fat Elvis. Nothing. Yeah, we all need more followers on Odysee. Yeah, especially for Mags and her game streams. So do subscribe to her over there. Crowder's pulling in 100,000 viewers on his streams on Rumble. That's not insignificant. And that number's only going to grow. People are going to go look for alternatives. People are tired of uniparty stuff. They're tired of lies. Easily provable lies that are espoused every day. So, yes, I know a lot of people like cat videos. I wasn't taking a shot at them. I'm just saying, you're not going to watch cat videos all day. It's just not a thing. So, and I think a lot of people have given up on Odysee, but they shouldn't. We should support all alt tech. Let's jump back into this Disney story though, because I feel like we gave it short shrift. I like I said, I mean, I can't emphasize enough that they're probably the studio that's in the biggest financial problem, and we're not hearing about it. They're looking for cost cuts and synergies worth $5.5 billion. That's going to come out of staff. It's going to come out of projects. And when they say that, that means they need to save $5.5 billion every year, not just this year, every year. That's a significant reduction in production across the board. And that's where most of these jobs are going to come from. So I mean, I'm going to keep saying it, resetting it every hour. Newman's team for acquisitions is entirely gone. There's nobody there. They just said buy all. Bieber and Levenstein's production teams are gone. They're all folded under the one VP, Carol Turner. And that's at ABC Signature. That's it. They've changed the structure. They eliminated three primary jobs. 4 in total in this side of things, which one of them isn't even being reported yet. Right now they're reporting a 3%. Right now they're reporting a 3% cut in overall staffing. It's closer to 6. By the end of it, like I said, I fully suspect this number will jump to 10 or 12,000 by the end of the year. Yeah. They're restructuring entertainment, ESPN, parks and experiences. Well, we already knew that was coming. But in the minute they made ESPN its own thing, we knew that they were going to try to keep it from being sold off. That's a strategic move, because both Peltz and a couple of other people really wanted ESPN to be spun out of Disney. They have good reason for that. I reported a story yesterday. Think about this. Disney spending billions and billions of dollars on cricket. That money they spent on cricket, the Indian Premier League, they're going to lose at least $200 to $300 million per year on that deal. In other words, they can't replace what they spent with the advertising they would have to sell. They will be negative $200 to $300 million every year on that deal alone. ESPN is full of loss leaders like that. The WNBA loss leader. And of course, the Premier League in India is really only a thing that, that's consumed on Hotstar and similar there streaming. They're not going to have the revenue there. It's not being consumed in the United States. It's not being consumed in very many countries. There are countries that still watch cricket like that. And I mean, again, India is a huge country, billion people. I mean, billion plus people there. So, you're still losing $200 or $300 million. You can't afford to do that every year. Imagine for the life of that contract, losing $600 million, $900 billion, $1 billion, $900 million, $1 billion. You can't afford that. But I mean, look, it's all in an effort to get this $5.5 billion in cost savings. They already weren't replacing roles, so technically they're already, well beyond the number that they're willing to report as far as layoffs. But it's easy to say they are not layoffs. We just never filled the positions. Hiring freezes, the whole nine. You're going to see a lot of things change. You're going to see a lot of things change. I think Jimmy Pitaro may get targeted because he's doing a very poor job with ESPN. And you saw some of the stuff that's come out recently about what's happening with ESPN and the loss of viewership. CNN's suffering from the same problem. You can't blame it on Chris Licht, other than he really didn't change direction with CNN like he said he would. That's going to be an issue going forward. Josh D'Amaro, I used to think would be the guy that would be tapped to take over for Iger. I don't think that anymore, despite the fact that he carries water for the message. So, but it's going to be a lot of people out of here. And there's some questions in the chat I would like to get to. So let's get to those real quick. Pull that off the screen. Yeah, the WNBA. It's a giant money loser. It's a money loser for the NBA. It's a money loser for anybody who televises it. It is a giant, it's sopping wet failure. And it every single year. Absolutely. So 7,000 workers won't make the 5.5 billion. No, it won't. But there'll be a lot of productions halted or delayed. Yeah. Unless they're cutting middle and upper. Middle and upper is going. I mean, we've already seen the beginning of that. We just looked at 3 EVPs that just lost their gig. Just in that story. Not even overall. I mean, they already lost a bunch of executives in the HR. They're losing. They're going to really get down to removing redundancies. You're going to see executives go there too. Yeah, pay cuts aren't on the table. They're just outright removing those positions, David. Yeah, David Glenn. So, I think you're lowballing the number of layoffs. No, that's quite possible, Aaron Ratliff. I think so. It's going to be closer to 15. Yeah. Well, again, I mean, if you look at the fact that they had about 2,800 open positions across the company, minimum 1,500 that they supposedly needed to fill, and they just basically eliminated those. Those aren't layoffs, but they aren't people they're going to pay. You're going to pull 7,000 out in this announced 3 rounds of messiness. I don't think they're stopping there. I think 10 wouldn't surprise me. 12, but if they lose 6% of their overall staff, it's a hefty number, and they can't take them out of the parks. And that's the thing; they can't pull the trigger on the parks until after the summer session, and then they can. But then you're robbing Peter to pay Paul, and you don't want to frustrate your customers any more than they already are at the theme parks. You've got, open revolt against pricing and other stuff that they've been doing. We'll see. Disney's about to lose shitloads. Wow, I just cursed again. A bunch of market share in the theme park area, especially in Florida. When Epic Universe opens and Universal expands into the central United States and Texas, the year after that, you got the permanent Hollywood Horror Nights installation going in Vegas. Why would you go to Disney World? There haven't been significant updates there. You've been devaluing your property for a long time there. You've been removing the magic there, removing perks, removing things people are interested in. Universal's doing nothing but providing more. They're cramming more into smaller spaces. Kind of like Disneyland had to do. Think about when they were innovative. I've done that in a while. But you may be right, Aaron. I would accept 15K. I think that would be a reasonable number. And Thunderduck is 100% right. ESPN needs to stay away from politics. I can see why they were trying to spin it out. That's when ESPN started to fail. It's getting more and more political. And all of this, I'm going to say it one more time, and I'm ready to defend this argument to the wall. The minute that we started to see the profile videos, the background videos, the life videos of the athletes in the Olympics starting in the mid-'80s, you started to see sports figures be utilized for political garbage. both to the right and to the left, not just one way. Right now, it's extremely alt leftist. But before, you even saw it being used to the right. Back when America and patriotism was fashionable in the 80s, the 84 and 88 games, if you remember. But it is what it is. Hey, Q2 Cast TV, what's going on? Mercedes Carrera trial moved again in mid-April, as well as manslaughter trial for WWE Sunday Stitch. Why are they keep moving these back? That's an interesting question. Thank you for that, my friend. I have to look into that. No more bonuses. Nope. You're still going to get executive bonuses. People are going to get bonuses for firing people. You think I'm kidding? Happens every time. Yeah. The minute and of course Disney's not doing this, but a lot of mid-level corps bring in like consultancy groups, KPMG or whatever that is, and similar. They bring those guys in. They pay them a huge amount of money to tell them who to fire. And then the people who are responsible for bringing that group in, they get a bonus. Really bad. Really bad. Yep, Universal for the win. Grifton with Grimace. Yeah, I only curse usually on the Sunday night show. I really do try to be a good person during the day, because we do have people that listen while they're driving, working, may have their kids in the car. I honor that. I respect that. You guys know that. I hate to curse in front of people. Super Mario World is going to be a massive after Mario's drops. Yeah. By the way, projections for that movie go up. I've been watching projections go up by 15% for the opening weekend for that film. It's going to be massive. I think Mario is going to not only open the floodgates to more Mario stuff, I think it's going to open stuff to pretty much everything. Pretty much everything. Hey, Babylon 5 guy, what's up? SP4H is here. I'm still here, guys. It's crazy. Yeah, promote the Gilded. I promise I'll get back into Gilded. I will. But I have to start making sure I deliver every month a couple of different live streams for members. I got to get the high rollers out there to expose, because they're doing a great job supporting me, and I appreciate them very much. Yeah, Mario is going to be huge, and the Zelda movie will make it just as big when it comes out. I agree with you, and that's not speculative anymore. That's been pushed forward. Universal is going to make so much money off of Nintendo, and Disney could have done it before that. Disney could have done that. You guys, man, someday we'll have to get into this. Maybe I'll do a stream dedicated to what Disney failed to do with Lord of the Rings opportunities as they presented themselves. Because even though Tolkien didn't want to ever have any affiliation with Disney, there were some unique opportunities for theme park stuff that Disney could have got involved in. When Peter Jackson controlled the theme park rights, we can talk about that too. There was many opportunities for people to build parks that would rival some of the greatest technology ever built into anything, let alone a theme park. So there you go. Why no parks in Canada? Well, it's less expensive to build in comfortable climates. Because in Canada, everything has to be enclosed all the time. Your weather is garbage. Sorry. I mean, a lot of you live in Canada. I love you all up there. But there are times when it's not tenable for people to wander around in the open. And theme parks are, I mean, you would have trouble bringing guests to a climate like that. Whereas it's easier to do it in as you get closer to the equator. Your weather is not usually as bad, absent to like the occasional hurricane, of course, or tornado or mudslide in California. That's why you see a lot of that happening. It's why certain parks are seasonal in the States. I mean, just south of the lakes there, you have Cedar Point. Cedar Point has to close for, a period of time. If you want to keep a going concern, that's usually why. Yeah. There he goes. Zax is like, our weather is garbage. Well, that's probably why. Yeah, you need a location that's open 3/4 of the year. No, you want a year-round location. Florida's year-round, California's year-round, Texas is year-round. I mean, think about it, Dollywood. Dollywood does great Christmas stuff. Ever get a chance to go there? So, yeah, but it comes down to cost savings and operation. You don't have to keep some giant structure to cover everything all the time. That's why. That's largely why. So, Universal is shaping up to have a good year. Megan, Cocaine Bear have already been successful for them. Yes, Doug, on top of the fact that there's even more that they've been having in success. And look, I mean, all their divisions, they have not leaned publicly into any of this stuff. They haven't allowed their employees to be insane with the politics like Disney has. That's how you speak to that. Worst ASMR ever. Well, thank you. Thank you for that. Hey, what's going on there, mama? You're working with voice chat. All right, Rod. Well, thanks you for still being there. Magitech Mag says parks would be open like 3 of 12 months, not financially viable. Yeah, it comes down to weather. And for those of you on the Rumble side, thank you for keeping things going there. Sci-Fi for Me TV. It looks like you're probably going to go live soon, so you guys can check that out as well. Got a few other chats here to jump at. Actor Craig Charles, who plays Lister on Red Dwarf, was rushed to the hospital. Oh, shoot. Still no word on what happened medically. That's not good news. Not good. Oh, this is also true. Yeah. Universal's got another Fast and Furious movie coming out this year as well. They do. A final one, I hope. That franchise has kind of run its course. I think even China's starting to wear thin on that. We'll see. Hey, Floral's here. Hey, for 5 minutes. Good to see you. By the way, thank you. I have used some of the wonderful super chats things that you've used. The two of them that you sent me, I have used them this morning a few times when people send super chats. So somebody sends a super chat in the next 3 minutes, I'll use it again. Anyway, thank you for that, Floral. You are awesome. You guys should be checking out Floral from Under a Rock. You can let your kids watch it. It's PG-13. So. Universal is Comcast, meaning NBC, PMS NBC, MSDNC. The bad guys always get their money, it seems. Yes, but are they little D or are they big D? It's a good question. I tuned out of Fast and Furious after Tokyo Drift. See, I didn't mind that one so much. The second one kind of bothered me. Too Fast, Too Furious. By the time you get to 5, if you can just start at 5, you fall back in love with the franchise or fall in love with the franchise, I think. And then the last one lost me. So 6 says I'm partial to the big D. Well, there you go. Little Chad, if Mario is successful, Nintendo plans to make movies with the rest of their IP content, and they will be very successful, and Mario is going to kill all. Look, that's a guaranteed $1 billion plus. As long as they don't put the politics in it, and believe me, I'm going to review that. I'm going to see that one as early as it's available. If somebody even offers me a screening to see it before, I will. And I'm going to tell you right now, you will know what I think of that film. And if it's got political messaging and garbage in it, you'll know. All right. We got to wrap up, folks. I got about 90 seconds to say goodbye. I hope you guys really enjoyed the extended bonus time version of the 6-Minute Daily. For those of you over on Rumble, I really appreciate your viewership. On Twitter, thank you. Thank you very much. And for those of you on YouTube, thanks for being here. For those of you who are members, like I said, going to push really hard to get a member stream put together in the next couple of days, and obviously get a high roller stream put together for the weekend as well. You guys are incredible. I will wrap up the show the same way I always do. I'll run the credits one more time. and then I'll say see ya as I always do. So be sure to take care of yourself, take care of others, wash your hands, of course, because it's your hygiene. Until next time. Bye. Anyway, once again, amazing members. I've been blessed. Y'all are incredible. Never before in my entire life did I anticipate anybody would want to watch me rant and rave about the things that I either care for or don't care for in the world. Still baffling to me. Still. But I appreciate it. And on Thursday, we'll do it all again. Coming up in just a little while, it's the H-Cast over on Mr. H Reviews. And if you like a proper English accent, this is a show for you. Very well-informed panel of information and news, folks talking about Hollywood entertainment, etc., etc. On that note, have an incredible Tuesday, everybody. See ya!